Hey guys, this is Adam bringing you another deck on Arena. So, today I'm presenting Azorius Control. Um, it's a fun deck. It's Control, one of the stronger colors for Control in the meta. So, today we're focusing around Jace the Perfect Mind as a win con and Overlord of the Mistmoors and Horned Lockwhale. And then we have this supporting cards like No More Lies, Negates, and Stock Up to gas us. A couple of removals like Get Lost. Then we have our sweepers like Day of Judgment, Sunfall, Lockdown, and Hornwell's kind of like a removal. Um, this is the sideboard I have. Authorities for the aggro matchups. Ghost vacuums if we're like in another control matchup or we need graveyard hate because it can bring your guys or their guys as 1/1s to get all the ETBs. Rest in pieces. I say rest in peace. Rest in peace for graveyard shenanigans. An extra negate if we're in the mirror match. Exercise for like domain or bounce if we need to hit their talents if they're a really big problem. River Churn if we want to completely turn into a Jace deck. Tishana's to try to shut down Kaitos or anything problematic like an Atali trigger or Traxa. Just an extra piece, a hate piece. And then one extra Jace if we just need to become a Jace deck. Alright, let's get some games in and I'll show you what it does. Yeah, this is a keepable one. It's not bad. Play the tap land, so we have a bird removal with a counter. Up the beams. Is this Overlord shenanigans? We hit the land like we needed. I'm gonna go ahead and just blow up beans now so they don't get any value. Let's stock up for some lands. I think I'm fine because I have the extra stock up. I just want to be able to hit my land drops. We already have the Overlord, we have the Biza. Okay. Add a card waste it is. I'll go ahead and blow up another beans. Momentum breaker, that's fine. Let's hit hmm. Yeah, let's throw away the J so we can find more. That's not great. Yeah, let's take all that away from them. So it looks like we really don't need any lockdowns. Yeah, I'll let them have that. I don't know what they're up to yet. They haven't really made it known. Trophy. That's fine. Let's find an island. I think let's hit the Biza. Biza's not needed yet. Let's stock up. Go find more gas. Fountain port and a day of judgment. That's fine. Let's play the fountain port to generate value. The tap land. Now the no more lies isn't really good anymore. Let's make a fish. I don't like that I speed them up, but that's not good. I guess we stock up again since we have it. Jason a stock up isn't bad. I'm gonna run it back again. I think that's 4 of them. I think I can get a tap land here and a negate. That's fine. I go shields down, but I do have interaction. We'll just take away the no more lies. It's no longer really needed anymore. Here, let's just Jace. Negate. Let's negate their negate. Make them use it. Perfectly fine. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, I guess we just start getting in. That was, so is this like soul tie control or something? Get in with the man land. I mean, that's fine. Yep. That's okay. You abuse it. That is fine with me. I think we just gas here. Make them have the sweeper, get it out of their hand. That's fine. We got another overlord charging. We're ticking down, I should say. So is their plan to mill me? Okay. That's fine. I think here, fire up the anchorage to get rid of Jace. Yeah, I think I'd like to draw. Or are they gonna deal with the overlord? Jace. They draw 3. No? Oh, it's 20. Yeah. Think I just make a fish. I don't care about giving them the speed. Okay, play the land. Fire up the land. So let's go like this and right here. Yeah, that's fine. Now they have to deal with my board. They can't. Alright, game 2. So we can indefinitely just turn off their Jace that way. If we rest in peace, it turns off their deadly cover-ups. I'd like to put in another Jace, add another negate. These aren't so good. I didn't really see anything that like bothered me too much. Monument would only be good if I didn't board in the rest in peace. Oh, I think I like this. And I can always Tishana's a Jace, that's not bad. I like that. Um, yeah, that's fine. Let's island. We don't want to run the rest in peace into a yeah, that. Okay. Let's verge. Honestly, let's just get down the rest in peace when we know we can resolve it. They may Assassin's Trophy. I think they're gonna hit our stock up, I think. Yeah, that's fine. Blast Zone. Get it going if we need to. So we eat the 4. Okay, put a counter. Put a verge, that's pretty good. I feel like they have an answer in their hand. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know why they want to do that. They don't know about the Tidebinder. I'll go ahead and Tidebinder that. Let's get down. Oh, this is a little tough. We can resolve a rest in peace, thankfully. I don't think they're gonna mill us. Now it doesn't matter about the life gain. Um, let's make them have it. That's fine. Another stock up. Well, let's. Doesn't have flash, so let's get him for the 3. Yeah, I can do it again. Let's stock up. Make him have it. Let's meticulous archive. It's a get lost. That's fine. And then we can blow up the Gear Hulk. They take our rest in peace, but we draw the get lost. That's fine. Let's Anchorage. Did we try to get Jace down? Yeah, I think we did. It's just Ward of 1. We're in the clear to get rid of it. They have the Jace, that's fine. Okay. If they draw, they're digging. Okay, so they can answer the Tidebinder, I guess. Oh, no, I should have fired up the Anchorage, that's fine. Oh. Okay. They hit a lot of good stuff. They got. Okay. So their plan is to mill us out. So they draw 3 now. Up the beanstalk. So they might have drew a way to get the Jace back then. So let's put a charge counter. Let's play blue mana. Fire up this Anchorage. Fire up this Anchorage. Let's go 3 here. They may have something. That's why we wanted to throw it lethal at over lethal at Jace, but it looks like they're gonna just bounce him back. We may just have to ignore the Jace. Oh, that is definitely not what we wanted to see, or that. They may have another Jace. Yeah, they got it. Ghost Vacuum is probably the better bet out of Rest in Peace then. And then we can just turn on this, since now we know. That's fine. Ah, that's fine. I like that we drew two for some reason. Okay. The plains is fine. Let's go ahead and prevent the value. Let's ghost vacuum into an anchorage. I don't like that I have to go shields down, unfortunately. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that would have been good draws. Let's Fountain Port. Go ahead and take care of Jace. Um, they don't take anything. So we blast zone. Yeah, let's Visa for value. I don't like that. See what a stock up. Yeah, that's fine. I can always take the Overlord. Let's go ahead and take an Overlord from there. They can't swing. Let's go ahead and take a stock up. Blue, colorless, colorless. Pay the life. Negate. Let's make sure they can't do too much. Let's make them choose. Okay, so they do choose Jace. Let's take a blue mana. It's one life. We don't worry about that. Let's hit their Assassin's Trophy. And then let's hit our Jace. What's... I think we stock up here. Another Jace. And an Overlord wouldn't hurt here. Alright. We get in for 5. That's fine. I doubt they really have any spot removal. But they are in a position to, like, race a little. Alright, let's hit our horned lock whale. And then let's hit our stock up. We don't want them hitting those. I'll see what happens here. Well, I mean, they have to answer these threats. River churn moment. That's fine. They're looking for a value. Let's go ahead and hit this town ain't big enough. They're really on the back foot here. They have to kill Jace again, which... Yep, that's how I expected that. We kept hitting their graveyard in case they had any more deadly cover-ups. And we were nuking our yard in case they were able to get it off. And we could get our creatures. So when they ran out of gas, we could have popped them. I think it's a good hand. Turn 2 if they swing, turn 3, turn 4. We just skip turn 1, that's fine. Get that here. Okay. Just in case. Okay. Maze mine. So I'm assuming it's control. Okay, it's not. So we have to deal with those. Let's play that. We do take the stock up. So I think it's these two. And then I throw away the planes. This is only to deal with the bots if they have the simulacrum. Yep. Okay. I'm just gonna start the pressure with Visa. don't want to play the waiting game. Make them have it. Might. Excuse me. Okay, we made them use that. It's Fountain Port. Not really much. I guess a negate and a day of judgment's fine. I think our one con for game one's possibly Jace here. I don't see us getting across the board until we get to sideboards. I don't really have a plan of attack for artifacts. But we do have a answer if they'll play another one. Yeah, we can't let that resolve. As much as I wanted to. Let's do the blast zone. We're just gonna set blast zone on 3, I think. So we can deal with their board. Okay, they go tutor. It happens. That is a problem. Braided net. That will happen. Yeah, we need to ooh, that's not great. Put a charge counter. They're not going to want to cast that. It's a pretty good draw. Let's start with the lockdown. And then we'll end, put the blast zone on 3. They do get the draw. That's quite a refill. It's good for us when we find Jace. You get the United Battlefront. So Blast Zone will hit that too. That's fine. Let's go ahead and put the charge counter now. You have no target, so that's fine. I think we can just stall out. That's not what I want, but it's good enough. Let's lock down again. I think they're just gonna do it in response to our blast zone. So I'd rather make them do it on their turn. The vault, not bad. Yeah, this is kind of a tough matchup. Yep. But we can answer this stuff, though. But we are not getting out easily. That has... Okay. Maze Mind Tome? Yeah, let's just blow it all up. It's only as a sorcery. Okay, I didn't know that. So Blast Zone is kind of needed for this. I did not want to draw that. They're just gonna refuel. Yep. Yep. So then they can get rid of the tome for another simulacrum. That's fine. We can stall for a couple of turns. You got the tome. Create the treasure. Another braided than that. They are kind of going through their deck though. I'm not a fan of that one. Let's just Day of Judgment. You get the draw. You can't keep stalling though. We need more action. Okay. So they stack the triggers, so they lose the 9/9 first, but then make 2 more. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and draw. Definitely not something I needed to see. They're keeping that if I somehow get rid of their board again. So this is not super great. They got 11. I think we have to be patient. No More Lies isn't great for us anymore. Sorry for the yawning. It's just late. Yeah, we want them to keep drawing. So if we make a fish, we need a board sweep. Get lost makes their dudes get bigger. Yeah, we're gonna have to find a sweeper. They're just getting large too quickly. Okay. So they have mana open to kill something. And I can't take the hit anymore. But I can sack the power stone. We could have get no more lives to get lost. I just realized that play. That helps, but it's not what we want. Oh, that is exactly what we needed. That actually might have saved us the game. They're not going to draw again. They got 17. Yeah, they can't. They might draw off the Maze Mind. Yep. Okay, they find something they want on top. They do have the Lorn to walk whale. Anchorage. We're just gonna have to take the beat. Maybe it's a land? No. But I think they keep it on top. The counters then. Maybe they throw it away on the last one. No. I'm surprised they're not trying to accelerate. Well, that gets a card out of their deck. They're just building. They like what they have on top. I think that might have won us the game from the Chinley. See if we can bait out the get lost. Probably not. But now we Jace. Either you got it or you don't. I don't think you do. Yep. Now they're going to be waiting for that. So for this matchup, we really want negates. Tidebinder, the extra Jace. River Churn, Exercise. These don't do us too much. We can go down a Sunfall because we don't want that for later. We'll be on the draw, so we'll be boarded in an extra negate. And then we can take out ride downs because we have the sweepers. Think We want to board out one horned walkwell because he's not our game plan. Biza is not going to stabilize as much. I could pop. No. We need to board out one more card. I want to see stock ups. I don't want to take out too many of our board sweepers. This, I'd rather see Overlord than the Biza. But if we're behind, we really want to see Biza. So maybe Overlord, or maybe that's the proper way. And if we lose, we go down the Biza and go with the Overlord. Get Lost just doesn't. They actually help their game plan. I like that. Not a fan of, like, putting out the Get Lost. But it accelerates their game plan. We want less target removal more for sweepers. We boarded out a sweeper because it was a little too slow. This is a keep. That is everything we want right now. And we hit a Jace. But I'm sure they brought in counters. But so do we. We won't. We'll be patient. Yeah, we cannot let that happen. That's a little too early for the game. I think we played demo field here. Take them off their blue source if they don't play one. Repurposing bay. That's fine. Let's take them off of their blue source. It was either that or the vault. The vault might have been the better one. But I just think that was slightly better for us. The Verge. We want to keep Tidebinder mana up. I don't want them to accelerate their plan because I really wanted to Overlord there. Depending on what they get. Let's just go ahead and Tidebinder that. So now it's useless. Fountain Port. Let's River Churn. Exercise the Repurposing Bay. That was a strong turn. We took them off their game plan. That's not great. But it's not like we could have answered it. That was a good mill. I think here we can either, maybe it's the best just to slam Jace. I did not want to pull the trigger on Jace like that, but we can get the monument going. Simulacrum, you got it. And the exhaust, any number of target players, each mill cards equal to the number of cards in their graveyard. So we would mill them 20, right? But we have to stop the board now. We have a ride down. Three cards left. Two cards left. Braided net. Yeah, they might get us here. They're going to be able to tap down any of our stuff. Yeah, I think they just get it right there. That's a counter, and I'm assuming they got us. That's fine. We drew the one Overlord in our deck. Now we don't want Biza, we want to go up an Overlord. Now they're expecting that. We may. I think that might. I don't think we can sideboard any better than that. Well, that is our removal over the get loss. But I like having the extra removal. I think we just run it back. We'll be on the play. I'm not a fan of it. But we can stall for time. So I will keep it because it keeps us in the game. That's a good draw. But now they're on the back foot. Maze Mind Tome, sure. We just don't have any answers for their stuff. We need to go find some. I think we just grab these two. Well, we have a negate now. That's what I was kind of expecting. Now we just need to hold. Fountain Port's fine. You don't have an extra white, that is. I did not think about that. A simulacrum, we'll say no to. Just like last game. We can't let them have that. I'm kind of tempted to. Oh, we don't have the extra white, but if we did. Now that is our game plan. Can we safely? We can. We just wouldn't be able to mill. So let's get that on the board. And then start pushing our blast zone, I think's the correct play. Get it going because we don't have the extra white. That's fine. That's fine too. Put a counter. We just don't have the extra white. We can make a treasure token for the white. But that also hits our monument, unfortunately. So we have to play it a little careful. They know our blast zone can tick off, so I think they're gonna slowly build their board. Yeah. as I expected. Yeah. The monument kinda helps the foundry a little. I don't think they'll play two simulacrums and force the problem. Thrawn Spider. Yeah, we're going to have to. Oh, actually. No, we still have to make the treasure because we don't have the extra white. It's a little unfortunate, but we can also use that. So, Day of Judgment. And then I can slow Rilla Jace. Slow Rilla. Oh, I can't. That's fine. I can use that to monument the Power Stone. I just want to have the extra treasure now. I really need a white source. That's fine. We can answer a single body. Okay. They'll make two. Yep, we'll make the two. Put counter on the blast zone. Okay. Well. Okay, how can I do this? 1, 2, 3. I can reduce the damage coming at me, but I also hurt myself. Maybe we just hold. Because we have Horned Walkwell, we have Ride Down in hand. And we can hold up and negate. Actually, no, we can't do all three. I can blow up the board. That hurts, but we gotta do it. I don't know how we're not drawing land. Well, that's 14 damage. They're trying to get their synthesizer? No. Horned Walkwell. They still eat 6. They're doing great holding me on the ropes, but I have no other land. They get another one. I really want to mill that to the top. Yeah, it has to happen. Farm and a Day of Judgment. and then hit it while it's down. Make them mill what they have on top. We do have 3 board sweepers. We can't deal with that. If we had a rest in peace, I don't know if that would help too much. Well, they get free reign to do whatever they need to do. 5, you got it. Or they tapping down the vault. Huh. That is not what we needed. Yep, Day of Judgment. Run out of ammo. Yep. You'll rebuild your army. If they had counters, they would have used it by now. That is probably one of the things we did not want to see. I think they go get the Chimley. Yep. You got it. Yep, you get the jewel. But we do have a Jace in hand. That won't help too much. We can no longer counter their stuff. I don't want to have to sack the Power Stone. Because it is like monument them. I can't counter it. It's just a maze mine. That's really good. Let's go ahead and see if we can do some damage here. Because they just already searched. Oh, the Stone Brain. That's... Whew. That's pretty good. Make them use a resource. The Stone Brain. They're probably gonna hit Jace, I'm gonna assume. If they do, we just exhaust the monument. That's fine. We draw. Got another sweeper. That's fine. I think we win purely just from the monument on the field. Ooh. I can't counter. Oh, that is not good. Well, I can't always Biza. So if I do it like 2, like this, you can mill them that way. Oh, they had enough. I don't even think that would have killed them though. Let's look. They had 15, or no, 16. I was only gonna mill them 16. I don't see what the problem was. Well, they have two bays. I don't know how much they have in the deck. There's two synthesizers. Maybe they were. Oh, there's the third. So maybe they thought I was gonna mill the fourth. But they were. Okay. That's pretty keepable. I think we take this hand. Demirn. Not a fun one. Let's Seachrome in case we draw another Seachrome. Yep, you got it. Oh. Okay. I think I just want to ride down this. I don't know if they have a Kaito, and I'd rather save my get lost for Kaito. If they have one, that's fine. Okay. That's a pretty neat combo. Okay. So we do need to take care of Kaido. I'll go ahead and deal with him now. What's Restless Anchorage? I don't like that they get a trampler. They can just ninjutsu. So let's just Pendant Overlord. We'll eat a lot of damage, but we'll get rid of their trampler. And we have the Biza to kind of get back on our feet. Yeah. We'll eat forward. It does go away, thankfully. Maybe they're holding up some flash play. Another siren, that's fine. That's not super great. They don't want to. Fear of isolation, they don't want to. What do we do here? Ninjutsu happens at once, right? Yeah, so they can, it pops back into their hand, so I think what we're supposed to do here is stock up. Hold up a No More Lies and a Jace, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was supposed to hold up the, like, grab the demo film. I could be very wrong. I don't know what they're trying to do. But they're making their siren pretty huge. Tap land. Let's. Yep. That was a big siren. It had to go. I think we just drop the anchorage. Can we Biza? No, we dropped it. I really don't want to have to take the life, but we need to start drawing. That's a blast zone. I guess let's get in for 2. We can always put a charge on blast zone if they refuse to do anything. And set it at, I think Kaido's 4, right? Oh, that would take out our Jace too, but Jace isn't primarily our win con right now. If they kill Jace, I don't think we care too much. Okay, they could definitely have something. Let's Jace, tick him up. Hit for 2. Let's Biza, that's fine. Gain some life in a card, that's a pretty good draw. We get the Overlord. They might try to kill Overlord here. Well, they definitely do not. They want to bounce the Biza. I think we make them work for it. That's fine. I did think that was kind of a weird play. That's fine. We're not in a bad rush. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, for this matchup, we definitely don't want a Tidebinder. We can Ghost Vacuum. Even just one's fine. We don't want to, like, prioritize that. Well, Kaido's already tapped and attacking when that happens. So, we gain a life, but that's it. I think we can cut down a Jace. I think we want the Tidebinders. We can cut out a Sunfall. It's not needed. We can go down a Ride's End. That's fine. I think that looks good. Yeah. Vacuum's fine. We have turn 2. We have 1, 2, and then a 4. So we skip. That's not great. But we do have it down to shut down their shenanigans, which is really good. A third one. That's actually insane. Let's Verge. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to look for a. We'll take 3, unfortunately. I don't think we can do that again. Use it while we got it. Not like we're doing anything. Go. All blue mana. Could have countered it, but I think we just blow up in Otter. I don't like that we're about to hand them lands, though. But that was 6 damage we needed to avoid. Drop a plains. I think we just kind of have to go for it. 6. Not good. But it's not triggering prowess. We don't. Oh my gosh, what's going on with the game? Okay. Okay, it's not the internet, thankfully. That is a little unfortunate. We need a sweeper. Oh, ask and you shall receive. Hit that freaking fear. Okay. So let's. Like that, I guess? It takes away our potential play, unfortunately. Maybe that was kind of the bad move. I just would have paid. But that's just me. Oh, the gut nut draws. That was absolutely insane. And we would have died. Wizards had our back there. Let's get in. I think we just draw. I don't think we need counters. Oh. Yeah. I think you got it there. Okay. That was definitely not what I was expecting. The one ghost vacuum did works. These could be useful. I don't think we go down really. I think the game plan was fine. Play first. Looks like a keeper to me. Island go. I kind of expected that, but that's okay. I think we can handle just one for right now. You got the one. Do we try to get lost? Yeah. Yeah. We need to stay proactive. Let's verge. I really wanted to stock up there, but we need to be more in a reactive state. That's fine. It's just a 1-1, and we got a negate out of their hand. Let's lock down. And they can't use those now. We need to look for land. Maybe a B zone. That's fine. Demo and Pisa to deal with their lands. Unfortunately, we do not keep a counter up because of it, but that's fine. Do we try again? I think so. Well, we have to do something. Tishana's? Well, we already have a counter in hand. But I think we grab the Anchorage as a mainland. Nope. We needed to use that play while it was there. That's fine. You get your dudes. That's another one. Yeah, you're just getting ate alive by the lockdown. Think we pitch away the rides end. That's fine. The Restless Reef. Let's go ahead and just kill the reef. It's unfortunate that they found that. Oh, Fountain Port. We're not in any rush. Tidebinder. We just countered the thing. I don't think we need the extra lockdown now. You got it. It's a little unfortunate. I do have to throw away the visa, but let's go ahead and make a treasure token. I'd put bodies, but I'm afraid of getting screwed up. We could have even fired up a manland. That was probably a misplay by my part. The siren. That's fine. Kaito. Let's go ahead and draw. That's fine, I guess. Okay. You hit my day of judgment. Oh, that is actually not wonderful. Ghost vacuum. Let's go ahead and... Now let's wait. Yeah. Now, we can get the Biza, thankfully. On one of their creatures for value. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to eat some damage. 8, that's fine. Oh, it is a tap ability. That's not great. Alright, eat Biza. Let's draw a card. Day of Judgment. Another Day of Judgment. I don't think only as a sorcery. Well, it gives me life. I can. That only puts it away for a turn. I'm gonna have to block. I don't think we go down to 2. You got it. Have to. Spyglass Siren. They make their map. I just can't deal with the Kaito. That's fine. Hit their Siren. Definitely not what I wanted to draw. Yeah, we kind of have to stay alive. I think they tapped something down. Yeah, it's just better to wait. You got it. No, that won't do anything. I think they're just gonna tap down something. Nope. Eat the one. A soul stone. Oh. Well, that won't do us any good there. I can't deal enough. And that is the problem to it. You got that. Yeah, so now we have to block 2 things. Thankfully, they should have boarded out all their hard removal. Do we waste the man land? Or do we try to draw? Well, I can block both. So I guess it's do that. Let's put, was it 3? No, so 2. That's a lock whale. But I think they still get it through the lock whale. So Day of Judgment. It still bought us the turn. I think that's what we ultimately cared about. I think we do have to, because we need to start drawing. Spell Pierce, yeah, I was about to say, that's a... That is definitely not what we wanted. Um, I don't know how many more turns we can... They would just tap down the Lockwell. But we definitely would go to 1. But we live. No, actually, we don't. Actually, yeah, we would. We would, because we have the Horn Lockwell in hand. Is it target creature? That's fine. Let's make the fish. Put away your sanctuary. GG's. Yeah. What can you do? Oh well, GG's. Alright, and to wrap up everything, we played 3 games. The deck's 2-1. My final thoughts are these are pretty alright. I mean, it's kind of standard for Azorius. Stock up's great. You might be able to just cut out 1 get lost. Maybe 4 is a little too excessive, but it's always good to keep it consistent. Jace performs more times than none. You'll get some value out of him, and that's the point. Biza's an all-star when you're behind. Overlord, he's just like a pretty good finisher. Um, Overall, I would say any cuts to the deck I would make is if you could, turn one of these into like a Day of Judgment, or just cut it out and add something else in. You could cut one Horned Lockwell if you want. I run 2 to get it in my hand more times than none because it has adventure. Sideboard, you could swap around exercise. I like it because it can also hit creatures instead of just only artifacts or enchantments, and it hits artifacts. What you saw in the video, it was great against artifacts. Other than that, you could possibly cut 1 vacuum and put something else in. Other than that, it's kind of a tight squeeze. Maybe a blast zone and make it 1. Oh, I'm only running 1 Adhikar Waste. I just noticed that. I would definitely go up to like maybe 2 archives. Other than like small little tweaks, it's a pretty tight build. I like it. It's fun. It feels really good. It just feels a little slower on the win if you're not doing the Jace plan. If you're just doing the creatures, it feels a little slower. But other than that, it's a pretty solid deck and it'll win you some games. Alright, this is Adam, and I'll see you next time.